So my name's Katie Knoll. I'm on our endotherms team, and I'm the primary keeper for our Asian small-clawed otters in Binturong. So we have two Asian small-clawed otters. We have a male named Simon and a female named Honey. So Asian small-clawed otters are the smallest species of otters in the world. They are very tiny, but if you come and see our otters here at the aquarium, they are full-grown adults. That is as big as they get. Simon and his brother came to the aquarium several years ago when our Expedition Asia Hall first opened. Honey came to us more recently. She was actually a rescue. She was confiscated by the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife from someone who was keeping her illegally. So she was sent to a rescue who contacted the Species Survival Plan for Asian small-clawed otters, and they organize where all of the otters go in zoos and aquariums in the US. And so they recommended that she come here. These otters are a very social species. They like to have other otters to hang out with all the time, and so it's never good to have one Asian small-clawed otter by themselves. And so she came here to be with Simon, and then his brother actually went to be with another single otter at another zoo. Simon and Honey do look fairly similar. They're around the same size and everything, but Honey has much darker fur on top of her head and much lighter fur underneath her chin, while Simon is more kind of a neutral tan. There's less difference between his fur colors. Honey is much more active than Simon. She is younger, so she's got a lot of energy. She likes to follow him around a whole lot and see what he's doing, see what he's up to. She also likes to get in the water a lot. She loves to swim, so she's often in there swimming around looking for things, playing with shells, whatever she finds. Simon is a bit older and likes to take naps. He spends a lot more time just kind of looking for food and then relaxing, scratching his back. Our Asian small-clawed otters are a bit different than taking care of other animals. They're very high energy, especially Honey. They're very quick to pick up on things, very quick to do things. When we're training them, they do their behaviors very quickly. They just move from thing to thing very quickly. So here at the aquarium, our otters get very similar food to what they would eat in the wild. So they get a nice variety of shrimp, crayfish, some fish, squid, clams, as well as some cat food and fresh produce to supplement that. Since they do so much foraging with their hands, we try to replicate that here. And so we'll scatter their food throughout their habitat, put a lot of it into puzzle feeders and enrichment items, so they have to use their hands to retrieve it. It's really good for them to be able to use those natural behaviors that they would show in the wild. Asian small-clawed otters are really important to their ecosystem because they are predators. And so they'll eat a whole variety of crustaceans, shellfish, fish, whatever other things they can find. So they help to keep those populations in control of the things that they eat. They do tend to forage a lot with their hands. They are very dexterous and they have less webbing between their front toes than other otter species. And so they'll reach into cracks and crevices between rocks, down in the mud, to find whatever critters they can find to eat. So one of the main threats that these otters are facing in the wild is being captured for the pet trade. They're still wild animals and they still have a lot of wild instincts and behaviors that make them not well suited to living in a house. So if you're thinking about getting a pet, make sure to look for something that can live a nice, comfortable life in your home, like a dog or a cat, and let these guys live in the wild or at places like this where we have a professional care team that's dedicated to giving them specialized care and making sure they have a nice, comfortable life here. If you want to help out our animals here, you can also donate puzzle feeders and other enrichment items from our Amazon wish list. Thank you so much for watching, and we can't wait for you to come and see Honey and Simon the next time you come to the aquarium.